All right, so I'm sitting here finishing up back planning my training leading up to my next big ultra, which is the Mountain Masochist Trail Run taking place on November 4th. And I know what you might be thinking if you followed along with my last one. It was called the Georgia Death Race. Now the Mountain Masochist Trail Run. I guess I just go which races sound the worst, and I'll do that one. So this one's a 50 miler. It's taking place on November 4th. So I just wanted to share with you, I think this will help some of you out, how I kind of backtrack to get to the race and balance all of my training. So I'm gonna flip my camera around here and show you guys kind of how my brain works with all this. All right, so my race is taking place Saturday, November 4th, right? And the way that I like to kind of think through laying out my training is instead of going like, okay, today is Monday, July 3rd. What do I want to do going forward? Certain things, yes, are laid out. But when I just came up here to my office to start to kind of reverse engineer this, I went, well, if the race is on this day, it's a 50 miler, I'm gonna take a 2-week taper to get to that. So I just go to the 2 weeks previous and I write taper. The next thing is that I like to put in 3-week intensity builds. I didn't write what type of run fitness it is that I'm building here yet, because to be honest with you, I haven't actually gone and looked at how many cycles I'm gonna get in and what will make sense to do at that time. But this will be a 3-week build, and that will lead right up to my 2-week taper. Now, if we go out big picture, I could just keep going backwards and go 1 week deload, like you'll see here, run deload, 3-week build. And that might all work out great. But the other thing I do with a big view like this is I go, well, what disruptions might be happening to my training calendar? And so we can go down here, coming up the end of this month, Saturday, July 29th through, I don't know exactly which day, like Saturday or Sunday. Either way, it's a whole week. I will be in Lake Ontario, up at Lake Ontario with my dad and my uncles for our annual fishing trip. So I'm not saying that I won't train. I wrote in here easy strength, not like the easy strength program, but I'll probably do like some eustress training with kettlebells and some really easy runs that week. So I already know, even though that would have normally been week 1, if I would have gone week 1, 2, 3 intensity build, and then I did a deload in week 4, that would have me then doing 2 deloads in a row. So I decided, well, hey, you know what? This first phase, I'm just easing back in to build volume. So I'm actually gonna spend 4 weeks building up relatively easy volume. Not gonna do any crazy intensity in that time. Then after building up all that volume, I'll cut back a little bit the week that I'm fishing. Again, do some easy kettlebell training, some light runs, so that when I get back, we'll be in week 2 of phase 2 summer for the gym. That's okay. I don't mind that I'm gonna miss a week. I'll be fine to jump right into week 2, but I'm gonna make that a week 1 of my next run intensity build. So week 1, week 2, week 3, which will have my highest stress week of that phase for running coincide with the highest stress of training for the gym, which is good. So then we'll go to our phase 3 of summer for the gym, and I'll have a deload. So it's like new stimulus from training, not gonna be training that intensely that week anyways, just kind of getting a feel for the new stuff. And then deload my running, which will bring me to another 3-week intensity build, which will coincide with week 4 in the gym, leading right into testing week in the gym and a run deload. Timing out perfect, which brings me to where we started this, a final 3-week build, followed by a 2-week taper. And that's going to get me to the Mountain Masochist Trail Run. So is this perfect? No. Now I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna look at like, okay, I already talked about building volume here. So then I'm probably gonna look at some higher intensity work going on in August when I get back from the fishing trip. And then we'll look at what I wanna do with the remaining few blocks from there. And yeah, make intelligent decisions. But then all of that, I'll be paying attention to how my fitness is coming along, how I feel, and keep making decisions accordingly. But if all goes to plan, this allows me to show up on Saturday, November 4th, feeling really good with a high level of fitness, not killing myself, and without any real surprises surprises could pop up, but without letting things that if I had just put some thought into it, like the fishing trip, pop up and make me feel like it threw me off my plan. So hope this helps someone. And if this jives with you and you would love to sit down and do this type of thing for you, I do have my hybrid athlete training group where I hook you up with the exact training that I'm kind of showing you here, the gym blocks, and then I work with you to kind of reverse engineer stuff in this manner. So if you're interested, just shoot me a DM. I would love to talk. Okay.